A very good afternoon to you. This is your lunchtime news bulletin coming to you live here on MTV Sports. I'm Shanj Rangpati. Let's start off with a look at your headlines. Chief Ministers of Northwestern and Central Provinces meet with the Chief Prelate of the Malwatu chapter. Another 4 students attached to the Southeastern University arrested in connection to the clash that occurred yesterday. Commonwealth rally makes its way towards Trincomalee. Surplus of 200,000 metric tons of paddy in storage facilities of the Paddy Marketing Board. A book titled Sri Lanka Viharashtrita Situam Kalava was presented to President Mahinda Rajapaksa yesterday. The book had been compiled by Presidential Advisor Dr. Dayaheva Patirana. The book focuses on the Buddhist artistic culture which dates back over 2,200 years. The research thesis examines the artistic images contained in over 100 Rajama Viharas around the country. Chief Minister of the Central Province Sarath Ekanaika paid homage to the temple of the Sacred Tooth relic. The Chief Minister of the Central Province was welcomed by the Devadana Nilame Pradeep Nilangadala. After paying homage to the temple of the Tooth relic, the Chief Minister met with the Chief Prelate of the Malwatu chapter, Most Venerable Tibbatuwave Sri Sumangala Thero. Meanwhile, Chief Minister of the Northwestern Province, Dayasiri Jayasekara, also met with the Chief Prelate of the Malwatu chapter today. Today marks day 3 of the Commonwealth rally organized ahead of the Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting to take place in the island next month. The Commonwealth rally is a joint initiative of the MTV MBC networks, Sri Lanka Youth Services Council and the Ministry of Mass Media and Information. The Commonwealth rally began its journey this morning from the Vaunia town. The main float in the Commonwealth rally will carry the Bangladeshi flag until it reaches the Trincomalee town, which is its final destination for day 3. Vaunia District Secretary Bandula Harishchandra, Vaunia SSP Champika Siriwardana and officials of Sri Lanka Youth in the Northern Province attended the event to mark the beginning of the Commonwealth rally's 3rd day. Students attached to the Vaunia Tamil College also attended the event today. While also making headlines this afternoon, it is reported that there is a surplus of 200,000 metric tons of paddy in storage facilities of the Paddy Marketing Board. Chairman of the Paddy Marketing Board, KB Jayasinghe, has said that selling the stock of paddy is problematic. The chairman added that they are yet to decide on the stock of paddy in question. Chairman of the Paddy Marketing Board pointed out that the board storage facilities island-wide are full at the moment and measures must be taken to clear them by March next year in order to store the paddy from the next harvesting season. KB Jayasinghe noted that the government has purchased 98,000 metric tons of paddy this season. Meanwhile, a motor accident that occurred in the Galpotte area along the Habarana-Trincomalee road claimed the lives of 2 individuals. According to the police, the accident took place when a 3-wheeler collided with a stationary lorry which had been loaded with sacks of cement.
The injured, who were incidentally husband and wife, were admitted to the Kantale Base Hospital. However, they succumbed to their injuries. The deceased have been identified as 34-year-old R. Nishant Kumara and 29-year-old Hapange Chandramali Vimalaratna. According to our correspondent, the accident occurred when the female victim was learning to drive the 3-wheeler. According to the police, another couple and their 3-year-old daughter suffered injuries in the accident and are currently receiving in-house treatment at the Kantale Base Hospital. The remains of the deceased are currently lying at the Kantale Base Hospital.
A fire that erupted in a house located in the Uragamawata area in Vattawa, Galagedera, claimed the life of 1 individual.
According to the police media unit, the remains of the victims was discovered following a tip-off received through 119 informing the police about the fire that broke out at the house. The deceased has been identified as 48-year-old Arju Vijay Sunethra. The Galagedara police is carrying out further investigations into the incident.
Meanwhile, another group of students attached to the Southeastern University have been arrested in connection to the clash that occurred yesterday.
According to the police, 45 students who were arrested in connection to the clash are due to be produced before court today. 23 students who suffered injuries in the clash remain hospitalized. The clash occurred between two groups of students attached to the Applied Sciences faculty of the Southeastern University. The students are believed to be second and third year students of the Applied Sciences faculty. According to the police, the cause of the clash is said to be a dispute that arose regarding hostels.
A three-wheeler that was transporting 2 cows illegally met with an accident at the Kahagala junction in Kamarupitiya last night. The accident occurred when the three-wheel that was transporting the cows from Kahagala to Mathura veered off the road and crashed into a drain. Area residents of Kamarupitiya who assisted in recovering the three-wheeler had informed the police about the cattle being transported in it. The driver of the three-wheeler was arrested by the police, while the 2 cows and the three-wheeler were taken into the custody of the Kamarupitiya police. You're watching Lunchtime News on MTV Sports. We'll be right back after this short commercial break. In sports news, Australia beat India in an encounter of the Indoor Cricket League played at the Thalawathagoda Indoor Cricket Stadium today. Put into bat first, the Indian team suffered some early setbacks at the hands of the Australians, and they eventually ended up with a score of -2 in the allotted 16 overs. Australia in reply hammered an impressive 107 runs in their allotted 16 overs. The Indoor Cricket League is being broadcast live on MTV Sports.
The ball come to him, played it high up to the net. Yeah, you call it perfectly perfectly right. That's another dismissal to end the innings. And India, as we called it, finishing off on -2, another -9 to finish off the end of the Indian innings, and we will return with the Australian innings very soon.
Well done to them, and if they can stick at what they're doing now, they're going to be a force.
Next one now for outside edge. So that's the end of the over, the end of the game. Australia.
Australian Jay Phoenix broke the world record for the most bungee jumps in 24 hours today in Logan. Now in little over 21 hours, Phoenix completed 150 jumps from a 40-meter platform south of Brisbane in the Australian state of Queensland. Unlike the previous record holder, South African Kevin Scott Huntley, who completed 105 jumps in 2011. Well, we leave you with this afternoon with a look at this amazing feat. I am Shanjarang Pati. Goodbye and take care.